Hi, everyone. I'm excited to have Junior Nyong'o.
Yes,
I'm
that
gonna
is
do it.
good.
I'm
Think
gonna
about song
Song.
and then just add an O at the end of song.
Song.
Yeah. So then the
Oh.
Nyong'o.
Nyong'o.
Yeah.
Oh.
There we
I
go.
love that. It's like a song. That
Exactly.
idea of like Nyong'o.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Well, guys, we're in for a treat because we have Junior Nyong'o, who is a true multi-hyphenate artist. I'm so excited to have him. I'm going to, put it in the bio real quick. He's originally from Nairobi, Kenya. Born and raised. That's awesome. We're in LA now, but he's from there.
Yeah.
And he is an actor, both in film and theater. He most recently played Joseph Asagai in The Raisin in the Sun for the South Coast Repertory.
Mhm.
He also is the lead voice. I didn't know this. This is so exciting. The lead voice in the Max animated show,
It's actually
Tembe.
not Max. So
It's-
Showmax is
Oh, okay.
like a African streamer.
That's
it's
so
like-
cool.
It's like the Netflix for Africa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of different programming, and so Twende, this animation is like targeted towards 5 to 11-year-olds,
Oh my
and
gosh.
it's the first 2D animation for Showmax. Yeah.
What? That is
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
So you are literally in a new show that has not been done before for this platform.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
so cool.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you did voice acting. So we're going to talk about that.
Okay.
And then not only that, you are a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
You have a DJ name, Frisia Flowers.
Frisia Flow.
I thought it was Frisia Flowers.
Mm-mm.
Oh God.
Frisia Flow, like flowing.
Flow.
Yeah.
Why that name?
Well, as you can see, I love flowers.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
I love colors, and as I was picking my DJ name, I knew I wanted it to be something to do with like flowers and stuff.
Mhm.
And I like the idea of flow because that's a kind of that's the state that I'm always trying to be in.
Yeah.
Just
No,
like
I love that.
in anything that I do, whether it's acting or whatever. It's just
Yeah.
like being in a state of flow is the goal, And
Yeah.
obviously the flow like with music and DJing anything. So, I also I'm a sucker for alliteration and stuff. And yeah, I think the Frisia flower is cool. And I like the way it sounded, Frisia,
Mm-mm.
So
I
just
feel like there's
Frisia
like
flow.
a allusion to freedom.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about growing up in Kenya. What was that like? Did you know you wanted to make art in that way? Were you encouraged to, get into theater or acting? Like, tell us about your childhood.
Yeah. I'm the last born. I have 4 older sisters. And so I think like by the time I was rolling around in the family, I think my parents were just like, all right, whatever. You know what I mean?
I feel like when you're the last born, the parents are like, you know what?
Yeah.
You're alive.
But that, and, I have really supportive parents. And so like, they just like, nurtured and fed all my like, instincts and things that I wanted to explore. So, like I went through a phase where I was really into golf. I was really into tennis. What else? Chess. I was like a young chess champion, man. Yeah. I placed 3rd in like a regional tournament. Yeah, it's crazy. It's
my
like,
God.
I'll show you pictures.
Okay, yes. I need proof.
I got like super into chess, and
Mhm.
so just like all these things. But they were as a kid, like you have like some flitting interests.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they just like super encouraged all of those, and
Mhm.
so like music and art. Like I wouldn't say that I have a necessarily like massive like artistic like family, like wider family, like
Yeah.
extended family and everything. But like yes, also. Even though it's not something that they everyone pursues like as a career,
Mhm.
like traditionally there's always been singing like at home, like when we
Mhm.
gather together, like singing hymns and stuff. I grew up in a very religious household, and so there's always singing, always like a lot of poetry. I mean, my dad is like such a poet, like he loves Shakespeare too, like you know, he is a professor of political science, but you know, he also speaks a few languages, and so like he's very in touch with, you know, those arts and stuff, right? And so I think definitely it's from there. But also, you know, growing up, seeing my sister, like in I think the first thing I vaguely remember this. I mean, because she's 10 years older than me, and
okay.
And so like when she was in high school, I guess when she was like maybe 15 or something, I was like 5. But I do I have a vague memory. She played Cinderella in a play. And I have a vague memory of like sitting way back in her high school production.
I'm just envisioning Lupita playing Cinderella at 15, and I am so just gagged by that image because I loved Brandy's Cinderella.
Yeah.
Like that's the only Cinderella I refer to.
Yeah.
When I think of Cinderella, I'm like, Brandy.
Yeah.
Brandy was Cinderella.
I'm pretty sure it was Cinderella. Or was it? No, I'm pretty sure it was. It was. But she also played Juliet, but I think that was much later.
Okay.
And that was like in a professional production in this theater back home. But anyway, I distinctly just like remember being like sitting way at the back, have this like vague memory and just being like, wow, that's like someone I know, but there's someone else. Like that's not that, you know, like, and as a kid, it was like a little disorienting because I'm like, that's my sister, but like, whoa, that's not her, you know what I mean? Because she obviously is so incredibly like just transformative as she is.
Yeah.
Even, you know, at 15 years old or whatever.
That's nuts.
And I just like I just remember I think that subconsciously stayed with me.
Wow.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah, and so like, but music has always been like one of like my like I would say like my first passion.
Okay.
You know, I like, you know, obviously every kid plays the recorder at some point.
Yes. I myself have played the recorder.
Yeah.
I was pretty good though. You also had bells.
Okay.
Do you guys do like the like bells?
Yeah.
I grew up playing those too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the triangle and
I didn't do the triangle.
Oh, okay.
I missed out on the triangle.
I was killing it on the triangle.
I bet you were.
And so like I remember like I loved singing and I don't have an amazing voice, but I just enjoy singing. I love singing. I love like, you know, singing in the shower or whatever. And I mean, I was like, what, 10 years old singing Usher, my boo. Like, what? You know, when you think about it, like, you're
it's like
what
you
the
don't
hell
really
was
know what you're singing.
Why is John Legend like my favorite artist of all time?
I mean, it's John Legend.
I know, but like, you know, his early albums, like, once again, get lifted. Like, I mean, they were like ballads for my soul. It's like I had this like aching like love. I'm such a lover too, like, you know what I mean?
You are.
And so it's just like, what was I belting my like heart out singing? And we're doing this again. Like, what do you mean doing this again? You're 12 years old, man.
You know what? You were probably thinking about, we're packing our lunch again. I have to do my chores again. Like, you find some way to relate.
Totally. In your like last 2 years of high school, you have 4 subjects that you pick and you just do those 4 subjects.
Okay.
And it was maths, physics, music, and drama.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I also love like my uncle was my physics teacher and my basketball coach. And so I also love like he's super into like astronomy and stuff, and I also love like, you know, the sciences as well, and like loved math. I had an awesome math teacher. I mean, like having a good math teacher, life changing.
Seriously.
Yeah. And so I loved the sciences as well. Like I was also I was not just out here being a clown. But, you know, I was
a creative clown.
Yeah, I was a creative clown, and like I was smart, man. Like I was, you know.
Yeah.
I love education and stuff, and yeah. But then I dropped physics, and I was like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Because you get to drop a subject then.
Okay.
So it was math, music, and drama, and yeah. And then after that, then I was like, okay, like I'm really digging the acting thing.
Yeah.
But you know, I was maybe meant to go to the UK like for undergrad, because, you know, if you do the British like system, like a lot of my friends went to the UK for university,
right?
And I got into a few schools, but my mom was like, you know, because in the UK, like in undergrad, they really once you pick a subject or a study, like it's just that, You know, my mom wanted to encourage me to still like keep kind of like a broad kind of education. So just doing a liberal arts degree was better. And I love that because, you know, I got to like try a bunch of different like things. Like I took Russian for 2 years.
You did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Why Russian?
I don't know. I wanted the language, and like that was one of the ones that were offered that semester. And then I was just like, yeah.
Did that prepare you for Stanislavski or like other Russian acting teachers?
Well, not really. Like,
yeah, no.
Maybe at some point, but I really enjoyed it. I also had a really cool Russian professor. Like he was just like Dr. Michael Denner, man. I'll never forget
Dr.
him.
Michael Denner.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out to Dr. Denner.
I think he's still in my alma mater.
Because where did you go?
Stetson University.
Okay.
It's in Florida.
Yes. Oh, no. No, we like Florida sometimes, right? No?
When?
I don't know. There's Disney World. Disney World is there.
Okay. Sure. Universal.
Yeah. So did you do more theater in college?
Yeah, like, you know, part of the, you know, I majored in theater, but it's not just acting. Like you're doing all the like elements of the theater. So like, you know, you get a chance to like stage manage, you get a chance to like maybe work the soundboard up. You're working in the carpentry shop, like building the sets. And so I got a holistic, like, kind of view of how the theater works, which was cool. You know, I got a chance to flex different kind of muscles and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, got to like direct a little bit in classes and stuff. And so it piqued my interest about how it all comes together more.
Yeah.
You know? So that like when you're just doing your job as an actor, like you can be more cognizant of how things are fitting together.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So we met almost 10 years ago now, which is crazy.
At
the Oscars.
And I was in my freshman year.
That was your freshman year of college?
Yeah.
Wow. That was my senior year of college.
Wow.
So we're dating ourselves, whatever. We met at the Oscars. I was a presenter. You were there with your sister when she won 12 Years a Slave. What was that moment like for you? Do you feel like having that moment, seeing your sister get this really amazing recognition, did that help you in your acting ambitions, or did that scare you?
I mean, this is the thing, and like it was all surreal for all of us, like my whole family. You know, like this was all happening at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but from the look, I knew she was gonna win that golden statue.
You knew she was gonna win.
You know, because I've never been so invested in an award season as that time.
When did you know she was gonna win though?
As soon as she won the SAG, I was like,
okay,
we got this. I was like so high. I mean, I watched every. I think that was the year that I've watched the most movies in my life, because I was like, let me see what all these bitches are up to, man. You know
Let's
what
go
I mean?
about the competition.
It was so exciting because I remember I was in my final year of high school. The day like she called me to tell me that she was cast in the movie. Wow. And I mean, I was crying. Like it just was it was incredible. It was incredible. And then going to TIFF, to Toronto International Film Festival, to see for the premiere.
On my bucket list. I haven't been to that festival yet. It's on my list.
For the premiere, I mean, everything was so like obviously like just surreal, because this was my my first time being around like people that you've admired for so long. You know?
Oh man, that's how I felt when I was there too, because like course. I was there through this initiative with Team Oscar. The producers of the show at the time, they were like, we don't want to have models presenting Oscars. We're going to do a Facebook contest and just pick up college kids. And I just remember seeing like Alfonso Cuarón, who won for Gravity that year.
Yeah. Man, that was a strong ass year for movies.
That was an amazing year for movies.
Yo,
it was like insane.
Yeah.
So just seeing all these people, that you admire, and you're just like talking to them. I still remember like meeting Kerry Washington, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like at TIFF after the movie, we're at the like little small after party, and I'm just like hanging out with Michael Fassbender, and
oh my God, I would lose my shit.
We're sharing a plate of chicken wings.
Wow.
I ate, like at that point, I'm just like, how am I, what? I'm sharing a plate of chicken wings with a Michael. I love
what kind
this
of wings
dude.
were they?
Dude, I don't fucking know. I don't remember.
I mean, I'm just picturing Michael Fassbender eating chicken wings, and that gives me so much joy.
And you know, like, because I had just, like, a couple years before that, like, I had just seen Shame, you know? And, I mean, so already, Mike Fassbender, Steve McQueen,
like,
that was already, like, my favorite. And, my God, Nicole Beharie in that movie. Yo, Nicole Beharie, period.
No, she's, like, incredible.
Yeah.
I, like, her episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah, crazy.
Insane.
Yeah, crazy.
And she was in this movie with John Boyega about...
Miss Juneteenth.
No.
No, that's
the
right,
one
right.
about the... John Boyega plays a veteran who robs a bank.
Oh, yeah. Wow, man.
I'm blanking on the name.
Yeah, I'm blanking. Yeah.
But it was really, like, she's in there, like, holding it down.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, holy crap.
Could she be holding it down?
She be holding it down.
The truth. Anyway.
Okay.
We
love you, Nicole.
So like, yeah, and seeing her in that, like, movie, it was just, like, the most, I think to this day, one of the most inspiring moments of my life.
Wow.
Because I'm like, wow, that is what, like, hard work just super dropped in, like, lived, you know? I'm like, that's the standard.
It's an incredible performance.
Yeah. I mean, incredible. And so, like, yeah, from then, like, I was just like, I mean, as objective as I can be.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For someone's first, like, major picture, of course, she had done, like, a few of the films before that, but, like, this is, you know what I mean? Her introduction to Hollywood as it stands.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was, of course, super inspiring. And, I mean, even when you look at the video, that I'm so glad that at the Oscars, her award was first. Because we got it out of the way and now we could just enjoy the night.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's so true.
And just like that feeling, the rush, oh my God, when her name was called.
I literally was crying backstage.
Yeah, it was unreal.
I was so emotional.
Yeah, so to answer your question, it was just inspiring. You know what I mean? It was just, I mean, because, you know, that's also my best friend. You know what I mean? Like, so being able to be there for her in that moment, like, was so special, man. And someone I look up to, and you know what I mean? Like, yeah. And, you know, I also just, like, I got my feet on the ground. Like, I know my path's going to be whatever my path's going to be. You know what I mean? And it's just like living in that, you know?
So it was motivating for you. You didn't feel like, oh, she won the Oscar. Like, that's too high a bar to clear. You felt motivated after seeing
man,
that.
if you're putting your bars for success or achievement on someone else's success or achievement, you're just gonna be miserable, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, at least you've definitely won for most amazing selfie. I think.
Yo, that selfie's aged poorly. When you see the people in that selfie, bro, you're just like,
what? I thought it hasn't aged well. Like, what's wrong with the selfie?
Ellen's in that selfie. Kevin Spacey.
Oh yeah. Oh, but Bradley Cooper's in it, and I saw his movie Maestro.
No, true.
And I already think directing is hard enough.
Yeah.
Acting is hard enough, but to do both at such a high level. I saw the movie at the DGA.
Yeah.
And he was just talking about acting, and I'm like, how do you do that?
Yeah, I don't know. And then you have Michael B, who acts, directs, writes, and produces Creed 3. Like,
that's crazy.
What?
Yeah. I don't know how they do it.
It's insane.
Man.
I don't know. But anyway.
Okay.
No, but that's, of course, I'm being tongue-in-cheek and everything. But that was definitely a cool moment.
Yeah. So we've actually worked together.
Yes.
I slid in your DMs years ago to be in a short film called A Blossom in the Night.
Yeah.
I'm hoping by the time this episode's out that it'll be out in the world on the platforms.
Yes.
But do you normally respond to Instagram DMs for casting?
I mean,
what inspired you to say yes to my film?
I mean, look, I just, so many reasons. One, we met.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we did meet.
Yeah,
At
we
the
had a
Oscars.
conversation.
We talked.
Yeah.
And we kept in touch on
Yeah,
like Facebook for like 5 years.
Yeah.
6. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not a random person.
No, you're not a random person too. Like, I just graduated from undergrad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at that point, I had no experience being on a film set.
Mm-hmm.
So it's what I had nothing to lose there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like more experience to gain.
Yeah. And it was such a great experience. It was
100%.
really hard,
Yes.
but you guys like killed it with the stunts. You and Brittany, like to this day, I'm working on a movie with Jeff, who produced the short with me. And when I look back on like how much stunts we had you guys do, and how I'm like,
how
we should have
time.
Yeah, I'm like, how did we do that?
I've always like said if I was to be able to do like, you know, any action movies or whatever, like I want to get to a place like in my body where if I can do as many stunts as I can for myself, you know what I mean? But of course, like all respect to stunt performers, like that is a beautiful art form, you know what I mean? But, you know, to get to a point where like I can be able to do some things, like that would be like super cool.
How long have you had the batteries back in the tractor?
Donovan, listen. You understand what this means? Dad is out there.
How do you know, though?
This hasn't beeped until I turned it on. No, we have to go find him. Do you not want to find him?
I'm sorry, but there's no way we can go out there with the poachers all over the place to risk everything for a device that no one's ever seen before. If you have to go, go. I won't stop you. But it's a mistake, Amara.
Okay, so what is your ideal like creative balance? Like what do you see, what's the goal for you as a creative to do like theater full time and then music? Like what is your ideal creative life?
My ideal creative life. What a brilliant question. Well, the only reason why I'm doing theater so much is one, I've been in school getting my MFA in acting.
Yeah, why? Walk me through that decision. Like, why acting school?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of actors that don't do that.
Sure. Yeah.
Why did you feel compelled? Was it seeing your sister go to school, or was it through your own? You just felt like you needed more tools? Because I told you, I was like, you don't need to go. You're a really good actor. But you felt compelled to go.
Yeah, no, I felt, and I knew this for a while, that I wanted to be able to extract the most out of my instrument. And to be able to do that, it would help to, because not everything you learn in grad school is useful for you. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
I went to film school.
Yeah, exactly. You pick and choose, but the things that are like useful. I mean, I had just the most brilliant Shakespeare professor, Marco Barricelli.
Yes.
I mean,
Marco.
he is just, yeah.
Because you're a huge Shakespeare nerd. I didn't know this about you because I saw you in King Lear in the Santa Cruz Shakes this past summer, and I'm gonna admit it. I'm not a huge Shakespeare nerd.
Fair. That's fair. Not many people are.
But seeing you play Edgar, I was like, oh snap! Like this is dope. I was like, okay, I'm in this story.
Yeah.
What is it about Shakespeare that you? What is it about Shakespeare that you love so much?
That's a good question. So it really started. So after I graduated from undergrad, I did a 9-month internship at Orlando Shakespeare Theater, which just involves like a lot of admin stuff. You know, any internship, you know what I mean? Like a lot of admin, going out to schools, teaching as part of like the company of Orlando Shakes interns, and being in like ensemble roles throughout their season.
Yeah.
Getting maybe an opportunity to understudy some main roles, and also having master classes with the artistic director of the theater.
Okay.
And so that's really when my interest for Shakespeare like peaked. you know, when it was like scratched, because his like whole thing was just like making it make sense for each individual person. So what's your in with Shakespeare? And for me, my in was music. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Because-
Break that down, please, because
Okay.
I see that.
Totally. Shakespeare's poetry,
Mhm.
right? It's written in verse lines, right?
Mhm.
Have you heard of the iambic pentameter?
Yeah.
Right?
Da 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 da
Exactly.
da
Da,
da
da,
da da da.
right?
Yeah.
And so in each verse there's 10 syllables, right?
Mhm.
What is poetry? Poetry is music. Anything with a rhythm is musical. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so his way of breaking it down for me was just like thinking about like finding the music of the language, right? You know what I mean?
Okay.
And how it ebbs and flows and, you know, turns corners and stuff like that, and all the rules with it. And obviously there's like rules and things that Shakespeare did that laid out roadmaps for the actor that clues into how the character is feeling. So if for example, if you have a regular verse line is 10 syllables, like I said,
Yeah.
and then maybe, you know, especially as his later plays, you know, Shakespeare wrote 27 plays. And so in his later plays, as he's like, you know, flexed out his craft, right? He starts to break the rules a lot, right? And so where you find that there's a section like in a soliloquy, in a speech, a monologue, a character midway through starts, you know, the verse lines is 11, 12, 13, 11. Then there's something irregular there, right?
Yeah.
So there's something irregular happening internally too. And so that's like already another clue into the psychology and emotional life of the character.
Yeah.
And so like it's like scavenger hunting, man. You know what I mean? And
Wow,
because
yeah.
of my love for math and stuff like that, like blending the two worlds of like of maths and like creativity and stuff like that, it's like Shakespeare's just like a playground for that. You know what I mean? So like whenever I get to work on a role for it's just like it's exhilarating, because I'm now like an investigative, you know.
And so
dude.
do you feel like you delved into that more while at
the internship.
UCSD?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, for your MFA.
Yes.
I'm kind of fast forwarding a little bit.
Yes, 100%.
Back
yes.
with Marco.
Back with Marco. And so
Yes.
like, yeah, his class, he was like teaching us his like 10 pillars for like, you know, understanding Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And it was just like amazing. Like what one half of his class was, we just like he randomized, we would read all of Hamlet in a semester, in a 10-week period. And each class we would read a scene, and you just like randomize who reads which part, you know, so that everyone gets a chance to read all the parts.
Yeah.
And we would just like read, and he would stop us, and we would, you know, talk through these sections and stuff like that. And it was just like, oh, you know, I was just like, I was
just
in heaven.
in it.
Yeah, I was in heaven.
So that was the beauty of acting school for you. It was just total immersion.
100%.
Yeah.
Total immersion. You know, I had an amazing movement teacher, Stephen Bishop, an amazing voice teacher, Ursula Meyer, who just like helped like, just like understand, like, you know, using also the vocal health, incredible, you know.
That's
like
so true.
especially
yeah.
like getting ready to play like a role like Edgar, which is so like transformative and uses all like had to use all the range of my voice to be able to do that healthily, you know what I mean?
That's
Without
so
training. Like I mean, maybe I could have done it, but then you run the risk of causing permanent damage to your voice or whatever, like, you know what I mean? So like, as well as like health and all these things, like, super valuable. I'm using all these tools. And the thing is, with the Shakespeare train, I use that stuff to like break down contemporary stuff, you know, too. You know what I mean? Because Shakespeare he created this language, man. You know, all the phrases that we use like regularly, he made those up.
Yeah.
He coined them.
That's wild.
Even coined is from him. You know.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
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 So going back, because we kind of went off a tangent, but
Yes.
how are you feeling about this creative life that you're building?
Oh yes.
What is the goal for you?
Yeah. The goal. Yeah. So the only reason why I've done theater so much is just I haven't had a chance to do film. You know what I mean? So the goal, I feel like, would be able to, you know, get, start a film and TV career. And
casting directors, people watching, Junior Nyong'o is available.
Yeah.
And he's very good. I've worked with him. And seriously, thank you so much for trusting me to work with me. Like, I was in my last semester of film school. I flew you out to the Bay Area where we shot B-roll that we didn't even end up really using. And then, you know, doing stunts all day in the middle of the forest in LA. Like,
Yeah.
thank you for trusting me.
But it's all part of it, man.
Yeah.
It's all part of the play, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, build a steady, like, you know, kind of, you know, film and TV career, and be able to do projects that I want to do. And then just like be on my Idris Elba vibe
And DJ all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, Idris Elba is like a legitimate DJ.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
And he's very good.
Yeah, he's very good.
Yeah.
I will say, I always get skeptical when celebrities become DJs
course,
because
yeah.
it's just like,
Yeah.
what's going on? Like, I was at Outside Lands
Yeah.
and Shaquille O'Neal did a DJ set. He's DJ Diesel. Diesel is his DJ name. And I have to be honest, not the strongest DJ set I've heard. He was just go, put your hands up, like for like an hour. And I was like, okay, like this is,
Yeah.
what's the arc? What's the story? Like,
Yes.
you know.
Exactly. And that's the thing about my DJing is like I always approach it with that. Like I'm trying to create a vibe, you know?
Yeah.
I'm trying to guide the listeners and through an arc, you know?
Yeah.
So it's never like random.
Yeah.
You know? It's very curated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
And
about how about the voice acting with the Showmax show? Twende? Twende.
Yeah. It means let's go in Swahili.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How did that
come about?
Yeah, how did that come about?
So that was actually in 2020. You know, peak pandemic. My cousin Kwame, who's a producer on the show now, he, you know, just like reached out to me. He's like, "Yo, like this animation is casting." Like, and I thought maybe you should, you know, throw your hat in the ring for an audition.
Yeah.
So, you know, and at that point, I had just gotten into grad school to start in the fall of 2020. But I was at home in Kenya, and you know, just like hunkering down like everyone.
Yeah.
Pandemic vibes.
Yeah.
And
vibes.
I you know, I sent in a self-tape auditioning, well, you know, recorded. And then they hit me back for a callback as a session with the director for the pilot, and you know, I got on Zoom, and at that point, you know, that was like maybe like my third Zoom.
Before we were Zoom experts.
Yeah, before we were Zoom experts. Yeah.
You were like, what is Zoom? How do I
How do I connect to sound?
how do I connect to
do
my
I
audio?
Share sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And so hopped in that Zoom, did a callback. I think I did maybe like another one as well. And then they cast me as Twende, the lead role. Which was like super cool. You know what I mean? We got to record that pilot and in Nairobi, and then, you know, as you do, like, you know, they were shopping it around for a while, and we ended up like recording the full season. I think has like maybe 13 episodes. I'm not sure now, but between 2020 and this year, like it's just been like it's been a long time coming.
So we're gonna end the show, but I have two questions for you.
Yes.
Before we wrap up.
Yes.
Who is a current multi-hyphenate artist that you are loving right now?
Okay.
Like who, when you look at them, you're like, dang, like how are they doing it? Like that's so cool.
Yeah. Wow. It's a good question. I mean, for a long time, for me, it's always been Donald Glover.
Yeah.
That's like, I guess, like the
Like,
cheap answer.
No, but that's a legitimate answer because it's actually upsetting how good he is at everything. Like I watched the episode he directed on Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he directed that?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
damn, that's so good.
Definitely. Yeah. So that's, I guess that's a cheap answer, but like I just have admired him like for like a decade.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like his album Because the Internet. When I was in like my freshman year, like yo, that was like a life-changing project, man. And yeah, just like, you know, obviously from even community days and you know, it's just like, yeah, he's like he's the standard, man,
Yeah.
for what my multi-hyphenate is, man.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
But
Is
yeah.
there anyone from Kenya or someone that maybe our listeners wouldn't know that you are loving right now?
That's another good. I mean, there's so many awesome creative folks out in Nairobi, man. The creative scene is so crazy. Like I would love to tap back into it.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to one of my friends who's like such an like incredible like musician. He's a producer. He's just like so many creative director. So many like cool things. His name is Mwami. And he just like makes.
How do you spell that?
Mwami.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mwami. Okay.
Yeah. Isaac Sekalala is his name, but his artist name is Mwami. Yeah, super cool. Also, another friend of mine, Kamau Wainaina, just super dope.
These names just sound like melodies. Like that's what I love about Nigerian or African names. They just sound like songs.
Yeah.
I'm like, did you just sing
Yeah.
for us?
I mean, Tyler the Creator is also another cool.
Yes.
That's, That's like dope. Doing the thing.
Yeah, I love that. And then last question.
Yes.
What advice do you have for creatives who are trying to balance all their, creative ideas, projects, identities?
Just like do what feels good. I watched the interview with Andre 3000 for GQ. Is it GQ? I think it was GQ. Before the release of his album. And that's what just like he does. Is like just do it if it feels good. Not because like you want to share it with the world or blah, blah. Just like let that be the thing that guides you.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Andre 3000 is like really in that bag right now, where like I just see on Twitter people talking about, oh, he's just like playing his flute in Japan.
Yeah.
Just wandering around.
Yeah. And as like creative folks, where like you can always be so bogged down with like comparison and blah 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 blah, all these other things, because like everyone is doing this, everyone is a musician, everyone is, it's like, you know what I mean, or everyone is. Then at that point you just have to find peace in, does this feel good? Yeah. Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, guys. I don't know about you, but I am so happy that we had this conversation.
Yes.
And yeah, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
All right.
This episode of the Break Out of Your Lane podcast was recorded at Pirate Studios in Los Angeles, California. The theme song is Pretty Carolina by John the Lynx. The show is hosted, produced, and edited by Tayo Amos. Video work is provided by Rogelio Salinas and Mauricio Zambrano. Thank you so much for listening, and be sure to check out our next episode dropping next Wednesday. And feel free to rate this episode and share it with a fellow creative in your life that could use some inspiration to break out of their lane.